Hello, I'm Trent, aka O Trademark here, and I want to talk to you guys about the fuse down strategy, which I talk about in my streams occasionally, and it's basically the most efficient way to power level a character, and I'm going to show you guys basically the process behind this. Okay, so there is a common misconception that is out there that if you feed, if you level up a Genius 3 unit first, and then feed that Genius 3 unit into the unit that you want to level, it's more efficient at leveling. And this is incorrect. I want to show you guys this. So I have a Genius 3 unit here, and I haven't leveled this at all. So it's a brand new, fresh unit, so it doesn't have any XP stacked up into it. And I'm going to fuse my entire inventory of experience into it. So you'll see that it's going to give 1.89 W experience, 1.89. We'll fuse this. Now let's take another Genius 3 and we're going to fuse the unit that we just fused in. So now this is our feeder unit, and you'll see that it's now at 1.42 W experience. So we actually lose experience. It would have been better just to fuse our entire inventory straight into the unit that we want to level up, rather than fusing into a feeder unit and then into the unit that we want. Okay, so that is the first mistake that players make. They think that that is an efficient leveling strategy. It is not. Don't do that. It's not worth doing. But what you can do is a strategy called fusing down. And so the idea behind this is that you do level up a unit that is as high of a rarity as possible that has Genius 3 on it. So I like to use secrets. Divines are too expensive to do this strategy with, but secrets or mythicals are fine. Technically you could use legendaries as well, but you're not going to get nearly as much value out of it. You want to use a unit that is as high of rarity as possible. So as an example, we have this secret right here. It is a level 270 Genius 3 unit. And if I was to fuse, let's just take another secret right here. So this is a secret. If I was to fuse this 270 into this, obviously I'm going to lose levels, right? It's not going to go up past 270. I'm going to lose 3 levels. So that's not very effective. But as a feeder unit, what we can do is we can go to the shiny machine and we can convert this. Now, the conversion process itself does not actually increase, well, it doesn't increase the XP. It increases the XP slightly, but only from the base unit. So let me do that again. Where was this unit right here? So unlock this. We take this Abby, we fuse this, and you see it's giving 1.740 experience. Now if we convert this, we want it to succeed because this has a lot of XP in it, so I want to do as high as possible, at least 50 fruits. And since I have a lot, I'm going to actually use 59, give me that 95% chance. That's a lot of fruits to use, obviously, but it's very important that this unit does not fail, because we would lose a ton of experience if this unit failed the conversion. So we're at a 95% chance. We're going to go ahead and fuse or convert this. Okay, so now we have our converted XP unit at level 270. Now this shiny, you'll notice when I go ahead and try and fuse this, it doesn't actually give any more experience to convert it to shiny. No more experience. So why did I do that? Why did I waste 60 divine fruits if it's not going to give me any more experience to actually fuse it into something? Well, now what I do is, now that I've converted it shiny, I'm going to go to an incubator. So I go to an incubator that's open right here. And now if I incubate this unit that is 270 for 5 days, that will go to max level. And basically every day of incubation does earn XP. So I've pushed this unit up to 270 in a non-shiny form with Genius 3, so it gets 50% faster leveling. And now I've converted it shiny, and now I'm going to incubate. And this is really the key of the fuse down strategy. By incubating this for 5 days, what I'm going to end up with is a level 275 shiny secret. And I have one right here that I can basically show this process with. So I'll go ahead and unequip these. Here is my 275 shiny secret. To show you the power leveling strategy, let me show you what would happen. So if I was to fuse this 269 divine into it, you'd notice I don't get that many levels. Okay? I get 10.80 experience, but I only go up to 270, what was it? 272, 273. So I actually lose 2 levels from my shiny secret. Okay, it's at 275, it would go down to 273, and this one's already very high. Now let's take, for example, this collector unit at 261. You're going to see the same thing. It's probably only going to go up to like 272. Yeah, so I'm going to lose 3 levels off of the shiny secret by doing that conversion. And the secret to the fuse down strategy is that not only is the unit that you're boosting up need to have Genius 3 or Genius 2 at least, the very minimum, the unit that you actually fuse into also needs Genius 2 or Genius 3. Okay, so now let me take this. So you saw that the 261 only went up to 272. I'm going to take this Flaming Hero Divine unit at level, what was it, 259. I'm going to fuse this shiny secret into it. You notice level 274, right? 272 here. It's the same amount of experience, 10.80. The difference is that Genius 3 needs less experience to level. So I get up to 274. In other words, I only lose 1 level on the conversion to a divine. And guess what? It's much easier to level up a secret with Genius 3. Like this unit was much easier to level to 270 than it would have been to level a divine fighter with Genius 3 straight to 270. Like if I was trying to push this straight to 270, it would have been much harder, much more experience to actually do that than to level a non-shiny secret. So basically we're losing 1 day of incubation, but we're saving time when we're fusing into this unit. This is the fuse down strategy. So now that I'm ready to do this, I'm basically I'm gonna fuse this guy into this. It's gonna go up to 274. So now I have my Genius 3 Endeavor at level 274. But before I actually convert him shiny, I want to roll his passive because I want to make sure that I have a good passive on him prior to doing the shiny conversion, because it's going to cost me more shards to actually do that later. Unfortunately, we don't have too many shards. We have about 12 rolls left, but we'll try and get an above average passive here. Maybe we'll use a little bit of Robux, but the idea is this: you power level a unit that has Genius, and this is best to do this strategy on an XP event. So last weekend when we had the 3 times XP event, or the 2 times, whatever it was, you should be fusing all of your experience into your 1 feeder unit, right? Pushing it as high as possible. Now you can't push it to the cap, obviously. Don't push it up to level 275. You want to give it some room to incubate after you convert shiny. So, you know, I pushed it up to 270, I converted it shiny, and then I incubated it for 5 days. And then when it came out, it was ready to boost my Endeavor up high. It basically is, and you can keep repeating this. Now that I have another one incubating for 5 days, I could do that. Assuming that the level cap goes up again next week, I can take my new level 275 shiny secret, and immediately at update, I can fuse it into whatever unit I have sitting there that has Genius 3 and bump it up past 275, get it a nice little head start, keep fusing into it, convert it shiny, and then incubate. It's the most efficient way to push levels high. People ask all the time, how do the players push these high levels? It's using this fuse down strategy. And it can be a little bit confusing, but the main thing you need to remember is that you need both Genius 3 on the unit you're fusing into, the feeder, and the unit that is receiving the XP. That's very important. If you don't do that, you're gonna lose out on a lot of levels. All right, and we didn't get anything, so I'll probably just actually leave that for another video. Now I will incubate this guy only 1 day to get him max level. And it's a much faster way to reach cap than to, you know, leveling something. Like imagine if I have a shiny divine like this. If I was trying to level these shiny divines, it is painfully slow to level a shiny secret or a shiny divine, right? Especially if they don't have genius on them. So these units are best to level in an incubator, but why waste time incubating this, right? Because, okay, to cap this guy out, he's gonna need 12 days in the incubator. Whereas the strategy I just did only took me 5 days of incubating a secret to boost a divine fighter to where 1 off level cap, right? I'm saving a ton of time, like literally a week's worth of incubation time by doing it this strategy. And this strategy only works again when you're fusing, you have a feeder unit that's not shiny, you convert it shiny, you incubate, and then you fuse into something with Genius 3. And ideally that unit also is non-shiny, just like I was showing you with this, so that I can fuse into it non-shiny and then convert it shiny. That's the most efficient way of power leveling a character, a fighter. So hopefully this helps you guys. Malo Alpito. Thanks for watching, and peace. I'm out of here.